What's the best market condition you could have in order to thrive?
High demand.
Low supply.
High demand.
High demand.
Low supply.
Low supply.
Low supply, high demand.
High demand, low supply.
Kohima is one of the most expensive places in Nagaland to buy a house. Forget about buying a house. Buying land alone in a decent neighborhood can cost you anywhere from rupees 800 per square feet to rupees 2000 per square feet. Buying or building a fully functional house, on the other hand, can range from 1 crore to 10 crores. This might not sound a lot compared to bigger cities, but this video is not a comparison video. It is about Kohima, Nagaland. On the other hand, there's a huge shortage of rental properties in Kohima. You couldn't have asked for a better market condition. This might sound discouraging for someone planning to get into the real estate business, but what if I told you that you could start your own real estate venture with just rupees 20 lakhs? Too much? How about no money at all, just time and research? That's exactly what I'm here to show you, and how you can become a real estate crorepati very soon. I know this is not what you were expecting when I mentioned real estate, but before you click away, let me explain why I chose this type of houses over a normal RCC house. Let's get into the details. This house is built on a 30 by 50 square feet area. It has 9 bedrooms, 3 kitchens, 3 toilets for 3 families, and best of all, it has an amazing view. Let's compare this Tina apartment to an RCC apartment of the same size built on the same plot of land. Land price, wait for it, 3.5 lakhs. Time and research, people. Cost of construction, 9.5 lakhs for the Tina house and 70 lakhs for the RCC house. So the total comes to 13 lakhs for the Tina house and 73 lakhs 50,000 for the RCC house. Time of completion for the Tina house is 3 to 4 months and 1 to 1.5 years for the RCC house. Rent income for the Tina house is 6,000 per month. If I were to go with the normal rates for this type of houses, I could get an easy 9 to 10,000. But I'm a nice guy, so rent income for the RCC house is 16,000 per month average. The return of investment for the Tina house is 18 years or 12.5 years if I were to raise the rents to 3,000 per family. And the ROI for the RCC house is 38.3 years. Now, with this type of ROI for RCC buildings, even if you were to invest in your late 20s or 30s, which is when people actually start making money, you would never get your investment back. Not at least when you're still alive. You can at best think of RCC houses as something you leave behind for your kids. This is excluding commercial buildings, of course. Based on what I've shown you, RCC houses cost 5.6 times more, 4.3 times longer to build, and 2 times longer to get your ROI back. Now, it's a given that RCC houses last longer. A well-constructed RCC house should give you a good 100 years. But Tina houses can also give you an easy 30 to 35 years. Plus, with the 73 lakhs 50,000 that would go into building the RCC apartment, you could build 5 to 6 of these Tina house units, which can give you an easy 30 to 36,000 per month versus the 18,000 that you'd get from the RCC apartment. And if you thought that was crazy, wait till I tell you about investing in Tina houses versus putting your money in the bank.
Round 1. Fight!
Let's say we invest 13 lakhs in both. So in this case, the returns from the Tina house will be 6,000 per month, 5,416 from fixed deposit at 5% interest rate, leaving us with a difference of 584 rupees. The difference might not seem significant, but let's not forget our good friends, scaling and compounding. Let me know if that's a topic that you'd like me to do next. There are other investment opportunities offered by the bank, like mutual funds, SIP, etc., which can give you a pretty decent return. Or so they say. There are a lot of factors to consider, like market risk, inflation rates, etc.
Mutual funds investments are subject to market risk. Read all scheme-related documents carefully before investing.
But in my humble opinion, these investments still do not beat our Tina house investments, which can give you an easy 30 to 35 years. And let's not forget about the appreciation in land price, which is way higher than the 6% inflation rate offered by the banks. I'm focusing on fixed deposit investments because most of us are familiar with fixed deposits. So, with fixed deposits, the banks offer 5 to 6% interest on your principal to counter the rise in price of goods and services. This 5 to 6% is not a return of your investment. It is so that your money does not lose its value. Investments are supposed to bring in returns, right? So when your money's value remains the same, would you really call your fixed deposit investment an investment? Alright, enough bashing the banks. This does not mean that you should not associate yourself with the banks. The bank can be a very powerful tool if you know how to use it correctly. In fact, I bought my second Tina house using the bank's money, meaning zero investment from my side. It's currently generating 12,000 per month. Let's compare two buildings on sale, Building A and Building B. Building A is selling for 1 crore and Building B is selling for 1.5 crore. The rent from Building A is 90,000 and 1,20,000 from Building B. Let's say you take a property loan for your purchase at 8% interest rate from the bank for a duration of 18 years. So the EMI you'd be paying for Building A is 87,496 and 1,31,244 for Building B. Now take the rent amount for Building A and subtract it to its EMI. You get rupees 2,504 in profit and a negative 11,244 for Building B. So for Building A, you're getting rupees 2,504 in profit after paying off your monthly loan. And on the other hand, with Building B, you're paying an extra rupees 11,244 from your pocket. Which one should you buy? I'll leave that decision up to you. Another way to check if a building is worth buying is by checking the selling price of the building multiplied by 5 to 6%, the FD rates, and compare it with the rent income. If the rent income is more than the 5 to 6% of the total investment, then it's definitely worth buying. If not, it's better you keep your money in the bank and wait for a better opportunity. So these are some of the basic checklists that I follow before buying a property. If in case the property that you want to buy does not qualify under these conditions, but you still want to invest in a property, I suggest you buy land instead. Get a professional team to come up with a proper building plan that maximizes your profit. Do not, I repeat, do not make your own building plans. Everything we've discussed so far about buying a property with zero money all sounds good, but there's one major problem. It requires you to mortgage a property that you already own. And for someone who's just starting out, this is not an option. But I think I found a way to buy properties without you having to mortgage another property. If you want me to make a video specifically on this topic, do let me know. Disclaimer, I am not an expert on this subject. I only share what I learned from my journey. Please understand that I am also learning, so this is not financial advice. Also, if you want a free plan of the Tina house I constructed, send me a message and I'll send it to you. The reason I made this video was so that you can start your own stream of passive income. That you don't need crores of money, you only need a few lakhs. If that's something that you're struggling with, let me know in the comments below and I just might make a video on how to make those first few lakhs to give you a kickstart. Also in my next video, I'll be giving you an update on how my 100x journey is going and what stage I am in right now. Lastly, my plan right now to not worry about money anymore is to build 10 of these units in Kohima, after which I will start a campaign in Dimapur as well. Although I've not really figured out how I'm going to replicate this in Dimapur, because obviously I will not be able to use the same type of materials because of the heat. Trust me, I've been told so.
Dangerous house. I'll never risk my life. Dubai of Nagaland. Looks scary. It's more looks like a room for a ghost. During Haltstone Rain, Jai Hanuman, Ituki, house rent only for Spider-Man. Spider-Man will live here. The main door? Natural human roasting oven for summer. No thanks. I thought it was landslide. It scared me. Interested, but how will we climb up? Bull. 21st century amusement. I can't even sleep in that house. It looks like it's falling. If earthquake occurs or landslide occurs, then... No thanks, cause I don't want to die. Parachute ready, kurikana ready, take bole lage. Itu gorti sobji pakeli sob girijabo. Life insurance first banabo, itu pichete bohibo lagibo. Is this house or sumo tata? For couples, every night structure noise guaranteed. I'm sure the price will be high. Although, it's kind of Misa Mishi house.
Now, obviously for Dimapur, I have to come up with something different, innovative. Reinvent the wheel even.
Wow.